What's up guys, Seth here. Been a while since I've done a video. So today we're going to be tying up some trash flies. As you can see, we'll be doing a glow bug, doing a little San Juan worm, and a little mop fly. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so today we're tying up some trash flies, or what is stereotypically called trash flies. We're doing 3 different patterns today. We're doing a mop fly, a San Juan worm, and a glow bug. So 2 of these flies I've never even fished before. I've basically the last few years I've been kind of a bit of a, I don't know, a prude when it comes to the flies I've been fishing, in that I have not fished anything that's kind of been considered a trash fly. But this year I'm just kind of like, you know what, I don't know why I haven't been fishing those flies, and just changed up a little bit. I'm creating an entire fly box of just trash flies just for fun, and I'm gonna fish them a bunch this winter and probably in the spring. Probably the only thing that'll stop me from tying on one of these bad boys is a good streamer bite, or if I see some heads, some noses poking up, I'll put down the nymph rod and throw dries. Then I'm not gonna give up a good dry fly hatch to fish a bobber, but I am gonna have a little bit more fun this year with some flies like these. So yeah, first off, you just kind of tie that mop material on. I usually go down almost to the bend of the hook, tie in with a couple wraps, and then move forward and tie and really secure it towards the front. And then, as you just saw, I did a little bit of a collar with peacock herl, cut to length so it's not as crazy looking. And then now what I'm going to be doing is, on half of these, some people put a soft hackle collar on these guys, some people don't. So since, like I said, I've never fished these before, I'm doing a little bit of both. I'm doing half of mine with a collar and half of mine just the mop material and peacock herl. So these ones that I'm going to put a soft hackle on this one just to make it a little bit more of a, I guess not much more of a challenge, but just a little bit more of a fly, just a little bit something in there. So I got what is this? I got this Hungarian partridge. This is one that my puppy Roscoe helped me hunt up this year. Having that little bird dog has helped me gain a whole lot of tying materials. I've got a bunch of partridge feathers like this one right here, in addition to a bunch of pheasant tails we got into him this year. He did a great job, being is that he's still only 8 months old. At the beginning of the hunting season when we started, he was 5 months old, and on the first hunt we went on, I got a rooster and kind of an opportunistic, we were hunting irrigation canals, just walking them, empty drained irrigation canals, because they're full of good cover habitat. So we see a lot of pheasants in those drained irrigation canals. And one of them had about a foot of water in the bottom of it still. And so as we were walking, we flushed up a mallard and a mallard hen, so I whacked that too. So first hunt got a mallard and a pheasant. So I'm just gonna singe up the back of that mop right there, just so that it doesn't unravel on me. That's the mop fly, mop material, little soft hackle collar, and some peacock krill underneath there. Real simple stuff, real easy to fill up a fly box real quick. All right, next up we'll just go with the San Juan worm. Out of the 3 flies I'm tying today, this is the only fly that I've actually fished before. I fished these a lot when I was young and getting into fly fishing in junior high and high school. And then at some point somebody told me about how fishing a San Juan isn't fly fishing and blah, 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 blah. And like I said, I kind of stuck with that mindset for a long time. And then this winter, I'm just sitting there like, why the heck? Why? I'm already nymphing. Why am I being so particular about what I'm nymphing with? So getting back into the trash flies. So yeah, this is the only trash fly I've actually had experience fishing before. I've fished with people that were fishing egg patterns and seen them have success. Typically, I would just do kind of the half-ass cheater way of doing it, where you can say you're not fishing an egg when you basically are, and that is just fishing a pink and a orange sow bug. But yeah, so just kind of cover that hook shank with thread, and then I tie in at the back, middle, and the eye of the hook, and I try and do 3 thread wraps. And I try and have those thread wraps as close as possible as to make the smallest little indentation, just to make it a little bit prettier for me. I'm sure it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's all that fly is. These are 3 real quick flies on these, just to make them a little bit stronger, because I've had friends that I've tied these up for that I've been fishing with recently that as soon as you get a fish nick that thread, it kind of, the wheels fall off. So I've been covering them with UV resin, singe up those tips. This is just ultra chenille on a hook. Real simple fly. Singe up those tips, get looking real wormy. All right, last one, egg. Real easy, simple fly. Again, I haven't fished one of these, but I have kind of, in that I've just fished orange scuds instead, orange and pink scuds instead. And again, thread base. Sometimes I use orange thread, sometimes I use red thread. When you use red thread, it just kind of gives you a little bit of a little highlight, I guess, hot spot with it compared to the rest. So what I got is the cap from a pen, and I have 2 pieces of McFly foam going through that, and I have just enough to make the perfect little egg size sticking out. 1, 2, 3, change my direction, hold all that stuff so that it doesn't get tied down. 1, 2, typically in that direction. Go forward, whip finish. Just a 1 turn. That's all I usually do because I'm going to go in there with UV resin again. And so basically I have those just cross turned in there, similar to how you would tie on a set of dumbbell eyes. Now pull on that cap, get about the right length, trim her off, fluff her up. And there you go, you got an egg. So yeah, there's the 3 trash flies. I'll be using a lot this spring and winter time. But yeah, hope you guys liked that quick little video. Thank you.